The road to Diamond City was never going to be easy, but I felt ready and prepared for anything. But wherever I went, I was reminded of the old world and reminded of how it was turned into this nightmare. I have left all my friends behind, and once again I am alone.
I saw you leave that icebox. This whole world is like some bad dream you can't wake up from, isn't it? Diamond City holds answers, but they're locked tight. You ask them what they know, but people's hearts are chained up with fear and suspicion. But you find it. You find that heart that's gonna lead you to your boy. Oh, it's bright. So bright against the dark alleys it walks. That's what you need to do, kid. Follow the signs to the bright heart.
Bye, honey. We love you.
But for the first time since the war, I knew what I had to do, and I knew where I had to be. My friends had helped all they could, and I've been pointed in the right direction and let loose like a caged animal. Last night I was very lucky. I managed to find shelter from the storm and a bed for a good night's sleep, and the owner of the shack never returned. It's a pity about having to leave the sniper rifle behind, but that thing was just too damn heavy, but I could always go back for it. I woke up in the morning to the noise of the dead. A small horde was passing through the area. I could have let them go, but they were going the direction I wanted to go. It would be safe to fight them from up here. Up here, I had the height advantage. I took my time with every shot, tried to make every bullet count. Ammunition was not a problem yet, but I was heading straight into Boston, and I didn't know what I would find in there. Some more zombies appeared from inside the garage. They were getting too far away for a headshot, but they were also heading for the stairs up. The robot from last night, he also was taking a disliking to the dead. Later that day I was getting closer to crossing the river into the centre of Boston. I'd passed through the city with only a few minor cuts and bruises, the results of a couple of skirmishes with some zombies earlier. Boston was looming bigger in front of me, and the real horror of the war started to dawn on me. How many people were here the morning the bombs fell? There would never have been enough vaults for everyone. Maybe I was one of the lucky ones after all. I've only lost most of the things that are dear to my heart. These people lost everything. Great, another Rad-storm was starting up. I did not know what was the other side of the river, but I had just passed a large building, and it did seem very much intact. At the time I was not too worried about what I would find inside, but just if the building would offer me protection, offer me shelter. Maybe I should learn not to run into the first building I come across. The building was intact, so I decided to explore my temporary accommodation. As I explored the building, I realised that I knew nothing about this place before the war. What the hell was that? The gunshots, I know them, they're familiar, but that voice was not human. Nor have I met anything before the war or after the war that would sound like that. I briefly thought about leaving, but I had to know what it was, and what it was shooting at. Maybe someone needed help. As I got closer, I could tell the voices. They sounded synthetic, human-like, but definitely not human. Since waking up, I've heard the term synth used many times. This is what I'd imagine a synth would sound like. But then there was another voice. This was nothing like the synthetic voice, nor was it human. This was something larger, more animal-like.
What? Who's there?
I could not tell if the second voice was talking to me, and I could not tell how many of those things there were.
Your ears play tricks on me and I hear something.
But I knew I was about to meet something that I've never met before. All the noises and voices, they'd been coming from above me, so I'd have to take the stairs up, just to find out what the hell was going on here.
No fight to that sound, what is it? Gonna be a good fight.
As I walked up the stairs, I could tell now that there was many more of the larger sounding creatures. I just hoped they were not as large as they sounded. I walked forward and then there it was. A large silhouette blocking the doorway. These things were huge, and they could wield weapons. I was able to take it down, but it hurt me and hurt me bad. As I stopped to take a stim pack, one of those creatures fell from the ceiling above and lay dead in front of me.
Odd. My scanners must be malfunctioning.
Leaving a large hole in the ceiling. I'd caught this one off guard, shot it when it did not know I was there, and still I was only just able to kill it. If I ever meet one of these things in a straight fight, I won't stand a chance. The building was now littered with the bodies of these creatures. They looked like some mutated experiment, but they did seem to show some form of intelligence. But their size and their strength, that was something that needed to be feared. This was my first encounter with the mutants, but nowhere near my last. Now all I had to do was find out what had been strong enough to kill these things, and live. The first signs of something that was not human or mutant. This thing was a machine, built by humans, but built by whom? There was still at least one of those robots around. It was talking earlier, but now it had gone silent. Maybe it was trying to hunt me. I needed to be careful and silent. And just make sure it did not get the jump on me. If it did, I would have never have made it to Diamond City and never find my son. The building was silent. I could feel the tension building up behind my eyes. Movement from above. I could hear it, and this would give me the edge that I needed.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
I moved up the stairs and readied myself, but these things were fast. As fast as I was at firing, these things were 10 times faster. I did have the advantage, but this thing still got the first 2 shots off. I've always taken great care now when facing these synths, and this is one of the reasons why I'm still around today. The closer to Diamond City I got, the more intense the fighting got. It seemed that in this world someone was always fighting for something, be it a building or an item, or for a loved one. I knew what I was fighting for. I could see the old stadium in front of me. I thought that would be where I was heading. I was now right on top of the gunfire, and I did not want to get involved at all. Someone was killed right in front of me, and then a giant mutant hound came running out. That was enough at the time to convince me to leave the area far behind. I jumped through a broken window and then heard an explosion behind me. I could see another of those hounds in the distance. I decided to move past them all. The entrance to Diamond City was now in front of me. The defences looked strong, but they had to, with all the raider gangs around. But the welcome was frosty.
Hi. Move along.
I don't know what I was really expecting, maybe something more welcoming. What I did get was to meet the famous Piper though.
Stop playing around, Danny. I'm standing out in the open here for crying out loud.
I got orders not to let you in, Miss Piper. I'm sorry. I'm just doing my job.
Ooh, just doing your job. Protecting Diamond City means keeping me out, is that it? Oh, look, it's the scary reporter.
I'm sorry, but Mayor McDonough's really steamed, Piper. Saying that article you wrote was all lies. The whole city's in a tizzy.
Ugh! You open this gate right now, Danny Sullivan. I live here. You can't just lock me out. I can wait all day, Danny. Open up.
I did not really want to get involved, but this could be my only way into the city.
You want into Diamond City, right?
I just got here, but yeah.
So I'd need to do all I could to help this Piper.
What's that? You said you're a trader up from Quincy? You have enough supplies to keep the general store stocked for a whole month? You hear that, Danny? You gonna open the gate and let us in, or are you gonna be the one talking to crazy Myrna about losing out on all the supply?
Jeez, all right. No need to make it personal, Piper. Give me a minute.
Better head inside quick before old Danny catches on to the bluff.
I could not believe it worked. Maybe this Piper was someone to become friends with after all, and she definitely knew the city better than I did.
This place, Diamond City. What is it?
Oh, the Green Jewel? She's a sight. Everyone who's anyone in the Commonwealth is from here, settled here, got kicked out of here. A big wall, some power, working plumbing, schools, and some security goons are what make Diamond City the big monster it is. Oh, love it or hate it. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Let's go.
And then the welcome did not get any warmer.
Who let you back inside? I told Sullivan to keep that gate shut. You devious, rabble-rousing slanderer. The level of dishonesty in that paper of yours. I'll have that printer
Is that a
scrapped for
statement, Mr.
parts.
McDonough? Tyrant mayor shuts down the press. Why don't we ask the newcomer? You support the news? Because the mayor's threatening to throw free speech in the dumpster.
Always believed in freedom of the press.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring you into this argument, good sir. No. You look like Diamond City material. Welcome to the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Safe, happy, a fine place to come. Spend your money, settle down. Don't let this muckraker here tell you otherwise, all right?
I'm sure your city's a great place.
Yeah, greatest house of cards in the Commonwealth. Until the wind blows.
Now, Was there anything particular you came to our city for?
I'm trying to find someone.
Trying to find someone? Who?
My son, Shaun. He's less than a year old.
Wait, your son's missing? Oh, you hear that, McDonough? What's Diamond City Security doing to help this man, huh? This isn't the first missing persons report to come through here, and now we have an infant who's been taken?
Don't listen to her. Well, I'm afraid that our security team can't follow every case that comes through. I'm confident that you can find help here. Diamond City has every conceivable service known to man. One of our great citizens can surely find the time to help you.
Well, sure. And a mayor of a great city must know everyone. Who can help me?
I'm sorry, I don't have time for any more questions. I'm a busy man. Enjoy your stay in our fair city.
This is ridiculous. Diamond City Security can't spare one officer to help? I want the truth, McDonough. What's the real reason security never investigates any
I've had enough of
killings?
this, Piper. From now on, consider you and that little sister of yours on notice.
Yeah, keep talking, McDonough. That's all you're good for. A big Diamond City welcome from the mayor. You feel honored yet? Look, I gotta go get settled in, but, stop by my office later. I have an idea for an article you'd be perfect for.
So, you're that traitor Piper was talking about. Something tells me she's pulled the wool over my eyes again. Am I right? What's brought you into town anyway? Be good to note it down in the logs.
I'm trying to find someone.
Is that so? Who are you looking for?
My boy Shaun's been kidnapped. He's just a baby.
Oh, look, I'm sorry, but we're under orders not to get involved in missing person cases. There's a lot of Institute paranoia right now. We can't really risk fanning those flames with official action. What if people panic?
I just need a little information, Danny. We can keep this off the record.
I'm sorry, but I can't. I got orders. Maybe someone in town can help you?
I was starting to understand what this Diamond City was all about, and I was starting to doubt if I could find the help there that I desperately needed. The first time I walked into the city, I admit it, I was taken aback. Civilization had been taken to the brink, humankind nearly wiped out. But people still found a way. Out of the ruins they had built a city, a diamond out of the rough. The mayor may be no help to me whatsoever, but these people, these normal people, they were the same now as they were before the war. This city still had hope, and that hope was in the people that lived here. I'd made it to Diamond City, but now I needed to find this bright heart that would lead me to my son.
Something wrong? Piper?
Hey, sweetie.
Free paper to newcomers. If the Institute grabs you in the night, at least we warned you.
Thanks, I guess.
I'm serious. The Institute takes people. You should read up if you're sticking around.
I believe you. Thanks.
You are a real lost lamb in the wolf's den, mister. So what are you doing in Diamond City anyway?
I came here looking for someone.
Let me guess. That someone's gone missing, right? That's what I'm telling you. So who is it?
I'm looking for Shaun. He's my son. Less than a year old.
You have a son, mister? Man, you're old. You're in bad luck. No one tries to find missing people in Diamond City. Missing people means the Institute is involved. And no one's going to want to get the Institute's attention.
You're a smart kid.
Isn't there someone in town who isn't afraid of this institute?
Well, there is the detective, Mr. Nick Valentine. He's not afraid of anything. If anyone's gonna help you, it's him.
What else do you know about Mr. Valentine?
I know all the adults who go there won't admit it. Ain't that the way it is? No one's ever grateful for the people who help out the most.
Thanks. You were a big help.
Remember, the Institute's out there, newcomer. Watch your back.
I'd found him, the person who'd help me to find my son, to help me find my Shaun, help me to find the person who killed my wife, who stole my life. This Valentine. I just hope he's willing to help. Thank you for watching this tale of mine. Please like if you did, subscribe to never miss a video, comment below or on Facebook or Twitter with all the links in the description. I'm Shaun, Insane in the Game. This was Fallout 4, and I hope I get to see you all one day in the safe zone.